thought I knew what I wanted to do in life and kind of who I was before I came out here, but there's always still so much to learn, and just the environment here to learn and grow, not just academically, but as a human being. I think it's that kind of culture and that kind of influence that I'm most proud of, is just giving into it and letting myself just blossom into something awesome.
I think the goal that seemed most far out of reach coming into Sacred Heart was walking across the graduation stage, and I'm happy to say that I'm doing that today.
Actually graduating. Honestly, college is hard. Not gonna lie, college can be difficult. There's gonna be some ups and downs, but I think my biggest accomplishment is actually graduating.
I definitely have to say I'm most proud of myself. Being a first-generation college student, I definitely didn't even think that I was going to be able to do this major or even get through college, but being able to just persevere and have faith in myself, and also that love and support around me, definitely has gotten me through.
Favorite memory is so hard to choose, I think, because there have been so many big, amazing moments during my time here. I was able to study abroad in Italy. That was truly once-in-a-lifetime experiences. And then on campus too, big competitions with skating or big events I was able to throw within my sorority. Really the little moments have been probably my favorite. I truly love my day-to-day life here at Sacred Heart, and when I think probably in 5, 10, 20 years, when I look back on all of this, that's when we remember is hanging out with my friends in between class at the dining hall here, or early morning practices here with my teammates, or just going to get ice cream with my roommates on a random Tuesday night. Those little moments that make up each day, I think make up my whole experience here, and I think that's definitely what I'm gonna miss the most.
It's just such a tight-knit community here, and that's something that goes a long way, and it's not just friends for a couple of years. People here at Sacred Heart are friends for life, which is something that people take for granted, but I'm very happy to say I have that because of Sacred Heart.
I don't really think there was an exact moment I knew that Sacred Heart was the right choice for me. I think I just kind of woke up and it was. I've had so many great experiences with so many different people that have defined my time here at Sacred Heart, that I think it wouldn't be fair to just limit it to one specific moment.
If you would have told me 4 years ago that I would be interning for a professional baseball team, I probably would have laughed. Being able to work for the Mets was such an amazing experience, and I wouldn't have gotten there if it wasn't for the support of all my family, friends, and professors here at Sacred Heart. So that's definitely something I'm super proud of.
An obstacle I overcame while I was attending Sacred Heart is finding my true self and finding my true identity. I obtained a master's right now in sports broadcasting and journalism, and that's where I found my true self and then wanting to talk about the feelings and emotions that come through sports and storytelling.
I'd have to say my favorite memory was definitely winning the MAC championship my senior year, and what made it so memorable was that it was freezing cold and in the snow, so celebrating after with your best friends was something I'll never forget.
To my parents and to my siblings, I love you guys. Thank you for everything.
What I'd like to say to my family is just thank you so much for all the love and support and the faith you've had in me while I was here on campus, and I just wouldn't be able to do it without you.
Oh man. To my family, thank you so much for your support. I couldn't do this without it. It's meant the world. Thank you.
Mom and Dad, I love you guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you for believing in me.
Mom and Dad, I just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting me. Oh, no! I thought I had this one.
Class of 2026, congratulations on our accomplishments. We finally did it.
Congrats to my fellow graduates. You're awesome.
Congratulations, class of 2026. Go Pios.
My name is Kaylee Porcue, and I'm a pioneer.
My name is Caitlin Seitz, and I'm a pioneer.
My name is Sydney Robinson, and I'm a pioneer.
My name is BJ Gabon, and I am a pioneer.
I'm Tyler Wallace, and I'm a pioneer.
My name is Jaleesa Vincent, and I'm a pioneer.
I'm Connor Nelson, and I'm a pioneer.
I'm Morgan Bavardi, and I'm a pioneer.
My name's Dory Lukasic-Drescher, and I am a pioneer.
I'm Allegra Simon, and now and forever, I am a pioneer.
This is the moment This is the day, this is the moment when I know I'm on my way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now today. This is the moment when all I've done, when all the dreaming, scheming and screaming become one. This is the day, just see it shine, when all I've lived for becomes
This is the moment, this is the hour, when I can open up tomorrow like a flower, and put my hand to everything I plan to, fulfill my grand design, see all my stars align. This is the moment, my final test. Destiny running out of the
Welcome, everyone, and good morning. President Patillo, the candidates for degrees have been assembled, and the faculty, staff, trustees, and other officials are here to honor them. The 60th annual commencement exercises of Sacred Heart University are officially in session. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and direct your attention to the front of the stage for the presentation of the colors by the Connecticut State Police Honor Guard. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem, led by singers from the SHU Choral Program School of Performing Arts, and the invocation will be offered by Dr. Francis Origanti.
Good morning. Let us pause in gratitude for this day, for the journey that has brought these graduates here, and for the families, faculty, and staff who have supported them along the way. Loving and gracious God, we give you thanks for these graduates. We are grateful for the truth that they have sought, the wisdom they have gained, the goodness they have practiced, the friendships that have shaped them, and then the people who have guided them. As they go forth, fill them with your Holy Spirit. Grant them the courage to lead, the wisdom to choose what is right, a passion for justice, and a deep compassion for others. May these gifts grow with them and guide their lives, bringing light into a world in need. May the Sacred Heart of Jesus be with them always. Keep them united in the spirit they have shared here, and lead them forward in faith, hope, and love. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Origanti. You may be seated. And thank you to the Connecticut State Police for everything they do for us. Thank you. Give them a round of applause. Welcome, graduates, parents, families, esteemed members of the Board of Trustees, and honored guests. Thank you for your presence. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. John J. Patillo, President of Sacred Heart University. Dr. Patillo.
Good morning. And welcome, graduates, and certainly family and friends. Before I start with this story, I would like to mention a classical example of who our students are. Within the last 2 weeks, 3 members of this class were taking a walk. An elderly man fell. No one came to his aid. They saw him and ran to him, raised his head. He was cold. One of the young ladies went to her car and put her jacket on top of him. Fairfield emergency came. Our students just left, not seeking any glory or honor, but it was known and noticed by those around. They did not hesitate. They responded with compassion and care, remaining at that person's side till the responders came, arrived, and he was saved. In that moment, character, it's what led them both in mind and heart, embodying what it truly means to be a pioneer. One of those here today, I hope I don't embarrass her, but I'm going to. Victoria Constantine, would you please stand? Thank you, Victoria. It was her jacket that she went, and that's what gave us all a clue of who it was. So thank you. To the graduates, a young man never imagined graduation would feel so heavy. As he was among his classmates, a hall buzzing with applause and distant echoes of celebration, he found himself thinking about the shy freshman he once was. Back then, even introducing himself in class felt like a challenge. He often stayed quiet, letting others lead discussions while he observed from the edges. How familiar may that be for some of you? College changed that slowly, almost without noticing him at first. A demanding professor pushed him to defend his ideas. Group projects forced him to speak up. There were moments he stumbled, said the wrong thing, or doubted himself completely. But there were also moments when he surprised himself, when his voice held steady, when his thoughts made sense to others, when he realized he belonged. Sound familiar? Outside the classroom, friendships deepened that growth. Late night conversations about life, failure, ambitions shaped him as much as any lecture. Each experience added something new: resilience, curiosity, and confidence. When his name was finally called, he walked across the stage with steady steps and calm breath he couldn't and wouldn't have had years earlier. In that moment, he understood that graduation wasn't just about earning a degree. It marked a transformation. He left campus carrying not just knowledge, but courage, purpose, and readiness to shape his future. Over these years, faculty, administrators, and I enjoy as you walk across the stage today, knowing that you have changed with knowledge, courage, and purpose, ready for your future. Class of 26, I certainly will miss you and your greetings on campus. So remember, come back home often. God bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Patillo. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the faculty, I now present the Honorable Ned Lamont, Governor of the State of Connecticut, for the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. The citation will be read by Dr. Mary Elena Manticoris. The hood will be vested by Bill Mitchell of the Sacred Heart University Board of Trustees.
President Patillo, I present to you the Honorable Ned Lamont, Governor of the State of Connecticut, to receive the degree of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Governor Ned Lamont, your legislative priorities and actions align closely with Sacred Heart's mission to educate not just minds, but hearts, by promoting social justice, ethical leadership, and the dignity of all people. As a scholar of education policy, I admire your clear commitment to education and youth development. Even before entering public office, you volunteered as a teacher at Harding High School in Bridgeport. There, you not only taught entrepreneurship, but also coordinated internships with local businesses to provide students with practical skills and meaningful opportunities for the future. During your time in office, you have championed policies that advance equity in education, increase access to higher education, and expand support for lifelong learning programs. Your actions demonstrate an understanding that the classroom is not only a place to gain knowledge, but a space to empower, a space to uplift, and a space to transform lives. Today, as we gather to celebrate a new generation of graduates, eager and ready to leave their own mark on the world, it is fitting that we honor a leader whose work exemplifies the guiding principles of Sacred Heart University and the ideals that we seek to promote in our graduates: ethical leadership, social responsibility, and a belief in the dignity and worth of every human being. For these reasons, we are proud to bestow upon you the degree of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Congratulations.
Ned Lamont, Sacred Heart University brings honor itself today by honoring you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Connecticut and the trustees of Sacred Heart University, I confer upon you this 9th day of May, 2026, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Congratulations, Dr. Lamont.
Thank you, Dr. Patillo. Congratulations, Dr. Lamont. It is now my pleasure to call upon Dr. Lamont to give the commencement address.
To heck with governor, I like doctor. And Dr. P, just hearing that story about the 3 students who stopped to help the stranger reminds you about the heart in Sacred Heart. Anyway, thank you, President Patillo and faculty, and trustees, and the amazing Sacred Heart class of 2026, and their proud family and their friends. I've been to some rock concerts here. Sacred Heart has the energy. I do a little history. You've heard it said that there are some centuries where nothing happens. Dark Ages, Middle Ages comes to mind. And some decades where centuries happen. You're graduating into one of those decades where centuries happen. Oh, you're graduating. After 4 years at Sacred Heart, I know you have the skills and the chops and the heart and the soul to turn this chaotic change, be it artificial intelligence or politics, turn that into something better. As our forefathers wrote, in order to form a more perfect union. America has always been and always will be a work in progress. And that's why we need you more than ever. All right, 2026 is a big year. It's the year of your graduation, and it's the 250th birthday of our country. It's been 250 years since a group of farmers, lawyers, printers, merchants sat down in Philadelphia and did something they had never done before. They looked at the most powerful empire on the planet Earth and said, "We disagree." And it was then that a 33-year-old Thomas Jefferson picked up a pen and wrote perhaps the greatest sentence ever written. "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal." These colonies and our founders took a gamble. They had no guarantee that they'd be successful, and they risked being hanged for treason. Well, some years later, when the British finally surrendered at Yorktown, the military band was said to have played "The World Turned Upside Down." For the British, they couldn't believe that they had lost, and for the budding United States, we couldn't believe that we were free. And I know many of you perhaps feel today that as you leave campus and step into the world, that it's a world turned upside down. The pace of change is dizzying, the news is loud, the future feels harder to picture than it ever was before. But here's what I want you to hold on to today. Every generation that has shaped this country has felt in many ways just what you're feeling. The world turning upside down is not a sign that things are turning apart. It's a sign that something new is about to be built. And the question is, who is going to build it? That's you. Let's talk about the town that you've called home for the last 4 years. During the American Revolution, Fairfield was a patriot stronghold surrounded by British-loving loyalists on all sides. And the British wanted to punish this town of rebels. So the British Army marched into Fairfield, and they burned Fairfield to the ground. The town was reduced to ash. And what did the people of Fairfield did? They stayed and they rebuilt. And very soon, Fairfield had reinvented itself as a center of commerce in the industrial era, of factories, railways, and a community that came back better, and more determined than ever. Sacred Heart's campus sits on ground rebuilt by people who had every reason to give up, and they never did. That willingness to recommit when things fall apart, to rebuild on ruins, to take a loss and say, "I'm not finished yet," that is the character of this place and its graduates. And for the next few years and decades of your life, when things get hard, and they will, I want you to remember that you graduated in a town that literally rose from the ashes. There's also a Connecticut hero that comes to mind for me when I think about committing to the ideals of our country. It was a hero that happened to call Fairfield home. His name was Eli S. Parker, or the Seneca name was Done Hogawala. That's how ChatGPT said to say it. And Parker was a Seneca leader, brilliant and tenacious. He spent his life navigating the country that was often hostile and unfair to him. After graduating from law school, he was denied the right to practice law because as a Native American, he was not considered a U.S. citizen. He was rejected from the Army Corps of Engineers for the same reason. He didn't quit. He studied engineering, he built things, he made himself indispensable. And when the Civil War came, he eventually earned a commission under Ulysses S. Grant, serving as his closest aide. And on April 9th, 1865, at the Appomattox Courthouse, in the moment that ended the most devastating war in American history, it was Eli Parker's hands that wrote out the terms of surrender. And when the Confederate General Robert E. Lee looked up at Parker, he noted, "It's good to see one real American in the room." And Parker replied, "We're all Americans." He became the first Native American Commissioner of Indian Affairs under his friend President Grant. He fought for greater rights for all people, and he spent the last years of his life here in Fairfield. Eli Parker didn't wait for America to be perfect before he gave his country everything that he had. He committed to what it could become, and in doing so, he made it better. All right, you were saying, okay, what does this have to do with me? Everything. Look, you can get by in life and avoid some risks, but that's not who the pioneers are. You stand up, take those chances to make a difference in your community, make a difference in life. You seize the day, carpe diem. I'll tell you something, I started thinking about this job, I did a little bit of campaigning. And I often go to senior centers. I go to senior centers because seniors vote. You ever heard the old phrase, 80% of the 80-year-olds vote, 20% of the 20-year-olds vote? Make sure that doesn't happen. But I love talking to the seniors, and I love hearing their stories. And ask about regrets and joys. The joys, it's always friends and family. Those are the things they start and end with, the things that make a difference in life. Regrets sort of surprises me a little thing. They don't talk about what they tried to do and failed. Because in this country, no such thing as failure. You get up and try again and dust yourself off. That's what we do in America. No, their regrets were more about the dreams they didn't pursue, the doors they didn't try and open. So I don't want you coming back for your 50th reunion with a lot of, oh, what if, or if only. I want you coming back in 2076 with old friends and finish the sentence you started 50 years earlier, reliving the stories of the drop passes, as well as the occasional touchdown and the things you tried to do. Look, the world turned upside down also describes the dizzying rate of change now being turbocharged by artificial intelligence, a force that we can only begin to understand. But you must learn to understand it, and you will. It's an amazing opportunity. You will understand the potential, how it applies to education and healthcare, not to mention how it applies to surveillance and war. Look, you're going to know so much more about artificial intelligence than your boss soon enough. You'll be Eli Parker. You'll be indispensable. You'll be the boss. You'll be out there starting up your own thing, how to make sure this works for us, not the other way around. But always at the core, you're a Sacred Heart alum with a mission of social justice and making a difference in the global community. You'll do all that by building on what you learned right here. It's a university, it's a story of commitment. Your founder, the Most Reverend Walter Curtis, had a vision for an institution of higher education that serves the needs of the community. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. Family, community, nation. To those of you graduating from the health sciences nursing programs, you're walking around a world that needs healers more desperately than in a long, long time. It takes smarts and it takes heart. To those of you graduating from the College of Education, you're walking in the classrooms that are waiting for you, and we need you more than ever. Every student who finds their confidence because of a teacher like you, every kid who discovers that they're capable of more than they thought, That is your legacy. Teaching is the foundation everything is built on. And to those of you in the arts and sciences, you're entering a world of transition. What to value, how you treat people, character, they'll ripple outwards in ways you can't fully comprehend. Often, when we think about the liberal arts and STEM and the sciences, I often think about the story of Albert Einstein. Okay, where's he going with this? I think back in the late 19th century, Albert Einstein was studying physics, I think Zurich. And physics then was a little like AI is today. And everybody studied the physics and the equations sort of in a similar way, looking at those same equations. But there was a young guy, Albert Einstein, who studied physics, and he also played a really mean violin. And he loved to say, when I played violin, it liberated my mind. And I could look at those equations in 3 dimensions. I thought about it in a very different way. And I think that's the marriage of the science and the liberal arts. And I think we need that character and that little bit of violin as we move into a world that seems more tech-oriented. And that's why we need you more than ever. Look, none of us can be sure what tomorrow will bring. None of us graduated with a roadmap. And it was 250 years ago that a group of imperfect, frightened, brilliant people made the decision. They decided to commit to an idea that all men, women are created equal. That idea is not yet finished, and it is never finished, and it never will be finished, but it is a living thing, and it requires that every generation recommit to it. These are not ideals that you go to and visit at a museum, but by picking it up, carrying it forward, expanding it, defending it, and making it more true than it ever was before. And today, that idea passes to each and every one of you. Because you come in a place that has many years of stories before you, and now they're waiting to hear your stories. Congratulations, class of 26. Now go. The world's turning upside down. Your job is to turn it right side up. My name is Ned Lamont, and I approve this message. God bless you all.
Thank you, Dr. Lamont. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the faculty, I now present Sister Norma Pimentel for the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. The citation will be read by Monsignor Robert Meyer. The hood will be vested by Marianne Bunting of the Sacred Heart University Board of Trustees.
President Petillo, I am pleased to present to you Sister Norma Pimentel for the degree of Doctorate of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Sister Norma Pimentel of the Missionaries of Jesus, you have devoted your life to the gospel mandate to welcome the stranger and care for the most vulnerable. You have transformed humanity and the human response along the U.S.-Mexico border, offering food, shelter, protection, and dignity to hundreds and thousands of migrants and refugees seeking safety and hope. Rooted in the Church's social mission and animated by your unwavering belief that every person is made in the image and likeness of God, your work has drawn international attention, including a recent welcome from Pope Leo and praise from the late Pope Francis, who recognized you as a courageous witness to mercy. Sister, your advocacy for immigrant families, your public witness against family separation, and your steadfast defense of human dignity have earned you numerous accolades, including Time magazine naming you one of the most 100 most influential people in the world, along with Pope Leo himself. Global and national news outlets, including 2020, CNN, 60 Minutes, and newspapers around the world have highlighted your leadership and your advocacy for humane treatment of migrants. Your work has highlighted your ability to bring gospel-centered compassion into a politically charged environment. Through your ministry, Sister Norma, you embody the tenderness and strength of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, a heart that beats with compassion for the poor, the weary, and the forgotten. Like the Sacred Heart, your life is marked by a love that is not abstract, but poured out. A love that feeds the hungry, shelters the homeless, protects the vulnerable, and restores hope where it has been diminished. You live the words of Jesus in Matthew 25, "Whatsoever you do for the least of my brothers and sisters, that you do for me." Sister Norma, for your extraordinary humanitarian leadership, your courageous defense of human dignity, your tireless service to the least among us, and your radiant witness to the merciful heart of Christ, the community of Sacred Heart University celebrates that you are hereby awarded the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa. Congratulations.
Sister Norma, Sacred Heart University brings honor to herself today by honoring you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Connecticut and the trustees of Sacred Heart University, I confer upon you this 9th day of May 26, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa. Thank you, Dr. Pimentel.
Thank you, Dr. Patillo. Congratulations, Dr. Pimentel. It is now my pleasure to call upon Dr. Pimentel to give the commencement address.
Thank you. Thank you for this honor. When you do this, you actually honor the tens of thousands of people that I have been blessed to witness and helped restore their dignity. Thank you for them. Up to this point, graduates, you've accomplished a lot. You've made it. You're here. And you're looking forward to a future ahead. But up to this point, you have been guided and led by your parents, your families, your professors, your school. And the mission of this school is amazing. One of the things that I've heard while I've been here is the fact that you truly have what it really matters to be that person that God is calling you to be in this world. You're very much needed to accomplish what only you can do to make a difference and to make today and always, as you move forward, something what God is calling us to be and to do. I'm doing my part, and I know you too can do yours. With this one thing that is very important above everything else that you have acquired and you will also develop as you move forward, and that is that you have a heart that cares. And that's what I've heard from many of the people that from this university, and precisely what your president has just mentioned, this beautiful action that some of you went ahead and responded to the need of a person that needed your help. This is how we can know that when you're needed, your heart, like mine, is inflamed with one important thing, which is the presence of God that fires us up to do what we're called to do, to move forward, to lean forward and to care, to see how it is that we can make a difference in the life of that person God has put in front of you that needs your help. One of the things that I've always did with every single person that I encountered, that I came forward, that was struggling and that found themselves completely distressed after, in many cases, journeying through so many days with their children and finding so many difficulties and hardships along the way. And when I find them before me, the one thing I say, ¿Cómo estás? How are you? And in that moment, that person opens up and shares their story and how difficult it has been for them to try to do their best to save their children, to offer their children a chance in life, an opportunity to have a future, to be somebody like you have been granted and given that gift. Because you have a heart, and because you are in this university, Sacred Heart University, it's the mission of this university is truly a model of who we all must be, and that we need to be people of faith. Not just any faith. I think we're called today to have radical faith, a faith that pulls us forward, that we don't stand on the side, but that we take the responsibility that is given to us by God to make a difference in whoever it is that we have before us. You will have that opportunity, and you will move forward to do what God in your heart is telling you to do in your life. It is how we will be able, if you have that faith, that radical faith that doesn't hold you back, doesn't keep you from doing what you need to do, but rather you come forward and you encourage others to do the same. You're an inspiration to make sure that others follow and join you, because we can't do this alone. We must do it together. We must bring all of us together to make a difference in making sure that we turn that world backside up again. But it takes all of us so that we can live a life with integrity, as your mission is in this university. We must lead a life with integrity, respectful to others, respectful to life, respectful to who we are and who we must be. We must defend those values, because they're God-given values about how we must lead our life. And when this is not happening, we have a responsibility to speak up and to say the true way of moving forward, the true way of living our lives with integrity, so that we can then be able to be of service to everybody we can. And we can, as Pope Francis would say, he would say, we must go to bed tired of doing good, of having accomplished what we were supposed to accomplish for the day. Because every person that we came in contact with, every person that God has given me to be able to encounter in my life for this day, you were able to respond with the right care that this person needed. You must be there for each other. Otherwise, many may feel alone. You must be able to set aside your phone, set aside those distractions that keep us busy. And the most important thing for you is always to acknowledge the presence of that person you have before you, because that is the most important person that God has put in front of you. And you are there for that person. You can be there for each other. If you look around, we need each other. And you will find that also wherever you go beyond this point. You will always need to be together. Invite others to join with you in building a world, a place where life is respected. Life, the dignity of every person is honored and upheld. It is our job to do that. And if it's not happening, you can be that example to others. We must now, it's up to you now. Before, you were guided as to how to make decisions, but now it is up to you to make those decisions that will define who you are, what you stand for, what really matters for you, you will define yourself. And the values, the principles, the type of person that really defines the person that you are by your actions, by what you do or what you don't do. And you will know that every person, including yourself, matters. You must treat everybody with that respect and show them they truly do matter, because we are all children of God who loves us. And because he loves us, we must care for one another. We must be there for one another. In your journey ahead, as you move beyond, we certainly will find and encounter challenges. Challenges that possibly may confuse you or may try to define you. But you must try to always allow God to always lead you. Turn back to God so that you know how to move forward, how to make sense of what is happening, so that your actions and who you are is making a difference the way God is calling us to do. But there's only one way to know what God wants of you. And that is how I lead my life, because I find that without God, I cannot make it alone. I need God in my life. So I start my day every day with God. I encourage you to do the same, to spend quiet time with God in silence. You really don't have to say anything. You just have to allow God to be present to you. The more time you spend doing that, maybe as you start the day, just silent adoration of God's presence and acknowledgement. The day will move forward with you knowing how to respond, what to say, and what to do. Because this is what we're here to do. Allow God to always lead you, to help you see the way forward, to find in difficult times how things can make sense for you, and you can be stronger because you know God is with you. Don't rush to judge others or be misled by those that may want to mislead you. It is important that you dedicate time in the presence of God so that God can make sure you're doing the right thing. You will be able to be calm in times that are difficult, in dark times, in times that you find yourself struggling and not knowing what to do. You will find the answer if you acknowledge that God is with you. Not only with you, but also with others that you face. You will be able to see the face of Christ in others, especially those that are needing most your help. Don't despair when things get tough and difficult. As you may expect, not knowing what to do, they may be opportunities for you to see and discover God in new ways. You will be amazed at how your life will unfold before you and the things that you will accomplish as you move forward in your life. Every step, every encounter you make will reflect the amazing presence of God in you and in others. Do not be afraid. Don't let fear stop you. Always turn to God. Trust He is by your side, because He is. He will be there with you. You need to count on Him. And remember, always do your best in whatever it is that you're doing. Always look for the best in others. Always choose to love. Never let hate enter your heart. Because when you do let hate enter your heart, it robs you of the peace and the power of love within you. Look around you and remember to always look for each other and care for one another as you go forward. Be a defender of life, a protector of the dignity of everyone, an advocate of social justice, a beacon of hope. By believing that God is the force within you, the presence in you that is always with you to bring out the love that will really make a difference in your life, in the life of those close to you. From this moment forward, arm yourself with courage, with confidence in the presence of God with you, that will keep you strong, that will keep you being you. Created to be the person God has called you to be. Always remember that you're not alone. And those around you, you must remind them that God loves them and that you are there to make a difference, to make sure that this happens. Go out into the world and be that reflection of God to everybody and live a beautiful life with God. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Pimentel. Before we begin the conferral of degrees, I would like to take a moment to recognize some remarkable students. As members of Army ROTC, Dante Joey Velez, Briant Joseph Johnson, and Zieda Elizabeth Witkowski commuted to the University of New Haven weekly over the past 4 years. We're proud to congratulate them for being commissioned as second lieutenants in the United States Army. Dante, Brianta, Ziada, would you please stand? If you are a veteran or an active service member, would you please stand? Please join me in expressing our deepest gratitude to these remarkable individuals for their service. We now will begin the conferral of degrees to Sacred Heart University students. I would like to remind graduates that after your name is called, please return to your seat for the remainder of the program. Let's take this moment to acknowledge all the people who have supported you through this journey. Will the faculty members please rise? Other audience, please, let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please note that there is a photographer taking pictures of each graduate. In the interest of safety and as a courtesy to those around you, I ask that you remain seated while the graduates are awarded their degrees. Thank you for your cooperation. You will occasionally observe other people assisting in honoring certain graduates. It is our custom to invite Sacred Heart University faculty, staff, or alumni to participate in honoring their immediate family. Another cherished tradition you will see as we have at Sacred Heart is our faculty receiving line. Our professors will come to the center aisle to personally offer their students congratulations. Graduates, please stop in the designated area to have your photo taken by our photographer before exiting the stage. I now call upon Dr. Mark Beakey, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, who will present the candidates for the bachelor's degree of the college. Dr. Beakey.
Will the candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts in Art and Design, Bachelor of Science in Biology, Bachelor of Science in Coastal and Marine Science, Bachelor of Science in Molecular and Cellular Biology, Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience, Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Bachelor of Arts in Immersive Media and Mixed Reality, Bachelor of Arts in Media Arts, Bachelor of Arts in Sports Communication and Media, Bachelor of Arts in Strategic Communication, Public Relations and Advertising, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Bachelor of Arts in English, Bachelor of Arts in General Studies, Bachelor of Science in General Studies, Bachelor of Arts in Global Affairs, Bachelor of Arts in History, Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Bachelor of Arts in Music, Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy, Bachelor of Arts of Science in Psychology, Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Bachelor of Arts in Social Work, Bachelor of Science in Sociology, and Bachelor of Arts in Theater Arts from the College of Arts and Sciences. Please rise. President Patillo, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, I present the candidates for the aforementioned degrees and respectfully recommend that such degrees be conferred upon them.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Connecticut and the trustees of Sacred Heart University, I confer upon the candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. Congratulations.
Bachelor of Arts in Art and Design, Dorothy Elizabeth Browning, magna cum laude. Finley Corin Dodd, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence. Anthony Joseph Gerace, Davy Alexander Goldie. Marcus Anthony Gomez. Emily Rose Hyatt. Natatalia Elizabeth Joseph. Ryan Nicole Kearns. Braden Lewis Crisco. Casey Madison Lewandowski, summa cum laude, Silver Medal of Excellence. Richard Michael LaCursey. Taylor Ann Lyons. Sebastian Martinez. Brooke Madison Martin, magna cum laude. Nicholas Frank Panzarella. Isabella Rose Pesch, magna cum laude. Isabel Quintero. Ryan Christopher Skirbo. Bachelor of Science in Biology, Brian Kevin Ahern. Denisa Alabali. Aria Allah, magna cum laude. Raquel Sofia Azevedo. David C. Beluamo. Isabella Bellini. Loretta Marie Borghi, magna cum laude. Thomas James Bruch, summa cum laude. Emily Page Burke, summa cum laude. Christopher Robert Canon. Elizabeth Sean Kaur Chopra, summa cum laude. Lauren Catherine Conley, also theater arts major, magna cum laude. Liam T. Connolly, summa cum laude. Kate Elizabeth Coyne, summa cum laude. Alvia Deluz Long, summa cum laude, assisted by Amanda DeLozan, class of 2021. Kayla Marie DeStephanis, summa cum laude. Juliana Nicole Doucette. Kevin Feeney, cum laude. Nadia Gabrielle Gabercorn, magna cum laude. James Robert Gaffney. Brooke Alexandra Gasparo. Maya Isabel Velasco, magna cum laude. Jessica Lorraine Juansi, Ryan Olivia Henry, summa cum laude. Justin Connor Hillis, summa cum laude. Michael Moses Jones, magna cum laude. Andrea Lauren Cocaris. Kelly Lynn Cuzella, summa cum laude, Silver Medal of Excellence. Natalie A. Naranjo Alvarez. Waela Prevelion. Olivia Carmela Latka, summa cum laude. Zachary Benjamin Lawrence, summa cum laude. Isabella Gianna Lovato, summa cum laude. Kyle Patrick Maggio. Adriano Lazurai. Farah Crespo Mahmoud, magna cum laude. Adriana Marcu. Alexa Claire Matuski, magna cum laude. Christian Jose Mayorga, summa cum laude, assisted by Elena Mayorga, class of 2011. Regine Mesidor, magna cum laude. Megan Miazga, cum laude. Michael Henry Moreski. Margaret A. Morgan. Nina Louise Moulton. Emma Marie Murphy, magna cum laude. Ava Renee Neville, cum laude. Brianna Lynn Nieves, magna cum laude. Sophia Marie Pertoso, magna cum laude, assisted by Tracy Reiser Pertoso, Associate General Counsel. Jamie Lee Pisano, summa cum laude, assisted by Lauren Pisano, class of 2025. Megan Ann Prettyman, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence. Natasha Reitz. Julia Therese Rosbach, magna cum laude. Isabella Renee Ruisi, summa cum laude. Emma Grace Santoro. Chase Shallow. Michaela Victoria Shepard, summa cum laude. Mark Warren Sirico. Amanda Jane Smetowski, summa cum laude. Liliana Sosnowski, summa cum laude. Grace Amanda Teal, summa cum laude. Kayla Rose Tracy, summa cum laude. Alexa Troy. Mason James Tolos, summa cum laude. Anna Dolores Urbina Morales. Colin Nelson Wash, cum laude. Kiara Ray Wiltsey, cum laude. Zeta Elizabeth Witowski. Aiden Thomas Woodside. Bachelor of Science in Coastal Marine Science, Caitlin Alexis DeJordy, cum laude. Mary McManus. Adriana Lee Porco. Nicholas John Verbitsky. Bachelor of Science in Molecular and Cellular Biology, Paulina Simon Van Hall. Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience, Benedetto Giovanni Paolo Galuzzo, magna cum laude. Dina Marie Gilberti, cum laude. Juliana Coleman, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence. Lauren Marie Larson, summa cum laude, Silver Medal of Excellence. Juliana Janet Mandela, cum laude. Jacqueline Leanne Oriella, summa cum laude. Lauren Ashley Poulet. Lena Sirosh. Olivia Grace Smith. William N. Suzos. Cassandra Emily Vallone, summa cum laude, assisted by Athena. Jalissa Ketlin Vincent.
Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, Hanin Abo Nokta. Christopher Harut Biznilian, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence. James Gibbons Valerio. Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Tatiana Guevara. Bryant Joseph Johnson, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence. Connor James McDonald. Bachelor of Arts in Immersive Media and Mixed Reality, Liam D. Boyle. Sean Christopher DePani, magna cum laude. Joel Angel Fanfan. Brianna Mejia, magna cum laude. Sarah Catherine Perfera, summa cum laude, Silver Medal of Excellence. Bachelor of Arts in Media Arts, Dylan Dupre, cum laude. Isabella Grace Generazzo, summa cum laude. Danielle Nicole Grillo, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence. Josiah Martin Hanna. Olivia Marie Leby, assisted by Chris Leby, class of 2018 and assistant teaching professor. Ashley Nicole Marchianti. Sadie Silva Perez, summa cum laude, Silver Medal of Excellence. Brendan Dylan Reed, magna cum laude. Emma Francine Ricotta, also Strategic Communication, PR, and Advertising major, magna cum laude. James Michael Shandrowski, also Immersive Media and Mixed Reality major, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence in Immersive Media and Mixed Reality. Bachelor of Arts in Sports Communication and Media, Joshua Devon Archilla. Emily Rose Billis, magna cum laude. Ryan Bradley Jr. Jack Stephen Kavicki, also Medium Arts major, summa cum laude. Andrew Christopher Dayton, summa cum laude. Krista Eleni Demirikis, magna cum laude. Ian Michael Digby. Joshua Dushan G. Daniel Donald Green, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence. Caitlin Patricia Greenhall. Anquan Cornell Hill. Sabrina Rose Ingrisano, summa cum laude. Sam Kangjin McCann. Benjamin Anthony Lemos, magna cum laude. Samantha Millerick, also Media Arts major, summa cum laude. Michael Peter Petruzzo. Alexa Nicole Pacino, also Media Arts major, summa cum laude. Jenna Prudence Reynolds, summa cum laude. Patrick Simpson, magna cum laude. Nicholas Titu, magna cum laude. George F. Triebenbacher, also Media Arts major, summa cum laude, Silver Medal of Excellence. Shannon Margaret Tuttle, summa cum laude. Jack Michael Winans, summa cum laude. Bachelor of Arts in Strategic Communication, Public Relations, and Advertising, Skylar Faith Emerald. Marguerite Elizabeth Aranio. Alexis Jolie Barada. Giancarlo Broccoli, summa cum laude. Emily Kirsten Butler, magna cum laude. Ariana Marie Corrente, assisted by Ursula Zarusin, class of 1999. Caroline Frances Venezia Divino, magna cum laude. Jordan Ray Dorsey, magna cum laude. Daisy S. Elias. Grace Elizabeth Francis, cum laude. Sonia Louise Leaching Giusti, cum laude. Fernanda Guevara. Sarah Marie Hasney, summa cum laude. Luke Tyler Janosco. Anna Marie Lewis. Madeline Margaret Mangione, magna cum laude. Annabella Rose Mazzilli. Olivia Ferris McNamara, also Media Arts major. Owen Jack Michaud, cum laude. Amanda Grace Pizzi, summa cum laude, Silver Medal of Excellence. Paige Isabel Rivera. Brianna Elena Hope Saffrey, summa cum laude. Natalie Angela Scanlon, assisted by Victoria Scanlon, class of 2022. Sage Elizabeth Smith, summa cum laude. Grace Solomita, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence. Alyssa Mary Termato, summa cum laude. Angelina Faith Vargas. Theodore Jack Weissman. Alexandra Diana White, magna cum laude. Connor Owen Williams. Isabella Catherine Zalesic, summa cum laude.
Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Martina Adornetto. Summa cum laude, Mia Rose Alessi. Alexandra Rose Arndt. Avery Banks, summa cum laude. Brianna Ashley Beara. Tatiana Nalia Walker. Bradley Nicholas Petit. Stephen Beckett, also sociology major. Dante Josel Betts, assisted by Alicia Iris Betts, class of 2026, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Justin Anthony Blois. Thiana Alaya Burnett, cum laude, assisted by Theo Burnett, class of 1994. Julia Rachel Callie, also political science major, summa cum laude. Caden Fenton Cogswell, magna cum laude. Gianna Rose Costa. Gianna Rose Costa, magna cum laude. Brenda Nana Costoro. Julia Brooke Dalton, magna cum laude. Noelle Marie Diesso. Ty Christopher Diello. Erin Elizabeth DeCenzo, cum laude. Gaia Maria Donojo, summa cum laude. Matthew Jean Evans. Sarah Molly Foley, also sociology major, magna cum laude. Sophia Rose Gigliotti, magna cum laude. Jaden Rafael Guerrero, summa cum laude. Kylie Elizabeth Handrahan, summa cum laude. Jack Ryan Hansen. William Alexander Hayes, magna cum laude. Victoria Lynn Hucknall, cum laude. Morgan Angela Holmes, summa cum laude. Nazari V. Hyrokov, also sociology major. Jasmine Nicole Jaquez. Emery Latti, summa cum laude. Dylan Nicole Martin, summa cum laude. Mariana Martinez, magna cum laude. Thomas Michael Napier, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Adriana Patoja. Nicole Chantel Ramirez, summa cum laude. Allison Anne-Marie Ribaudo, cum laude. Michael Daniel Richardson. Brendan Joseph Robbins. Dante Salvaggio, summa cum laude. Luke Edward Shinda. Julia Sinapi. Morgan Taylor Spikolski, magna cum laude. Adriana Lacto Thomas, summa cum laude. Kyla Marie Sloan. Alyssa Lauren Tom, magna cum laude. Kyla Marie Vingrossi, magna cum laude. Andrea Alejandro Villalba Simon, magna cum laude. Jonathan James Vitti. Dylan Matthew Wilson. Olivia Mae Wise. Maya Winiski. Carolyn Diane Wolfel, also psychology major, summa cum laude. Evelyn Lee, also sociology major, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Arts in English. Anne-Marie Allegretti, also theater arts major, magna cum laude. Lillian Carlino. Michael Christian Delsenko, assisted by Michael Delsenko, class of 1991 of Manager of Technical Resources instructor. Emma Rose D'Entremont, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Angelina De Costanzo, assisted by Luigi De Costanzo, class of 2002. Julie Elizabeth Dunn, summa cum laude. Sincere Joaquim Fontes Fernandez. Sophia Irene Fromson. Iona Costancina Georgiantonos. Lucas Paul Concaves, also psychology major. Catherine Grace Haig, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence. Eileen M. Kaiser, summa cum laude. Sophia Marie Paz, summa cum laude. Anastasia Railton Jones, cum laude. Gina Nicole Suta. Ave Rose Stenek. Maria Yvette Staples, summa cum laude, assisted by Sheila Sullivan, class of 2000, and Executive Director of Financial Analysis and Planning. Olivia Rose Tedesco. Bachelor of Arts, General Studies. Aiden Todd Alfano, Sinead Patricia Cleet. Demi Andrea Buzzard. Sarah Marie Dinanot. Monica Gorski. Gorsiba Kaur Yahur. Athea Christine Pang Wright, cum laude.
Bachelor of Science in General Studies, Alexandra Rose Babel. Jenna Elizabeth Lively, cum laude. Joshua Barnes, Gold Medal of Excellence. Justin Joseph Barbierski. Sydney Ann Braun. Declan Thomas Kenny. Ava Marie Mahoney. Patrick C. Milner. Levi Teshi. Tennille Linajib Walters. Bachelor of Arts in Global Affairs, Salma H. Aliaga. Thomas Anthony Cameron Bull. Victoria Windich Phillips. Bachelor of Arts in History, Michael Alexander Borelli, assisted by Lana Borelli, class of 2023, and Ava Borelli, class of 2022. Grace Carolyn Casey, also a health science major, summa cum laude, Silver Medal of Excellence in History, Gold Medal of Excellence in Health Science. Isabella Darling DiFrancesco, summa cum laude. Caitlin Ruth Getz, summa cum laude, assisted by Kathy McGrody Getz, adjunct instructor. Jacqueline Marie Hill, cum laude.
Assisted by Michael O.
Michael Thomas Larabina, cum laude, assisted by Michael Larabina, provost. Brian Gerald Lynch. Madison Regina Leischer. Jeffrey Judson Miller, Jr. Frederick Sheffield Stiefel, magna cum laude. Zachary Matthew Vogt, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence. Curtis Joseph Whitting, assisted by Pamela Miller, member of the Board of Trustees. Kyle Matthew Yeager. Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Derek Anthony Cody, summa cum laude. Aaron Edgar, summa cum laude. Lillian Marie Gentile, summa cum laude. Mark Khalil. Thomas Michael Lombardi. Jenna Nagila, summa cum laude, Silver Medal of Excellence. Bachelor of Arts in Music, Sean Michael Manoli, summa cum laude, Silver Medal of Excellence. Diana Marie Martucci, summa cum laude. Caitlin Marie Neville. Olivia Iulali Plyer, magna cum laude. Victoria Iyanye Boyd Saraceno, also an English major, summa cum laude. Emily Van Dull, also a theater arts major, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence. Samuel Nelson Whaley. Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy, Pradeep Ivan Gavaskayam, summa cum laude. Emmanuel Jimenez, also a Theology and Religious Studies major, summa cum laude, Silver Medal of Excellence in Philosophy, Silver Medal of Excellence in Theology and Religious Studies. Jacob Onel Noguera, also a Theology and Religious Studies major. Jorge Serrano, also a Theology and Religious Studies major, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence in Philosophy, Gold Medal of Excellence in Theology and Religious Studies. Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Ryan E. Bradley. Mackenzie Lynn Adair, also a Criminal Justice major, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence in Political Science, Gold Medal of Excellence in Criminal Justice. Cassandra Lee Chapchin, summa cum laude. Liam Michael Conway. Juliana Nicole Furtado, also a psychology major, summa cum laude. Gracie A. Patriarco, also a Global Affairs major, Gold Medal of Excellence in Global Affairs. Olivia Yesis, summa cum laude. Connor William Fay, magna cum laude. Evan Andrew Guzman. Ava Grace Hufford, summa cum laude, Silver Medal of Excellence. Emma Lily Jetta Spanian, summa cum laude. Rose Kelly, summa cum laude. William Henry Kernick, magna cum laude. Guadalupe Larios Lazima, cum laude. Grace Ann Mara, cum laude, assisted by Christopher and Emily Mara, class of 2017. Alyssa Michelle Pace. Nora Maeve Riley, summa cum laude. Jackson Joseph Rogers. Jacqueline Elizabeth Sandoval Noguera. Jaden Slaughter. Latoya Shania Strawn, magna cum laude. Danielle Marie Topa, cum laude. Timothy Richard Toronto. Adriula Zapos, Elaine. Elaine Zapos. Abigail Elizabeth Walsh, also a criminal justice major, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Science Psychology, Caitlin Aliesa Ventese, cum laude. Jessica Lee Bogucki, assisted by Mango, magna cum laude. Sophia Catherine Smirnoff Poling, assisted by Boobear, magna cum laude. Madison Anna Aboud, cum laude. Sophia Irene Affronti. Kaylee Elizabeth Ahern, also a criminal justice major. Eliana Carolina Yvonne Anderson. Juliana Paige Anderson. Jillian Lane Archer, magna cum laude. Julia Rose Ariana, summa cum laude. Lisa Marie Becker. Dichnila Blue Deed Bename, cum laude. Hope Adams Bonin, cum laude. Sabina Bertuchevich. Elizabeth Page Brosseau, also a criminal justice major. Sabrina Buffoni, assisted by Christopher Buffoni, class of 2022. Joseph Salvador Calafori. Nicholas Calderon. Lindsay May Calisi, cum laude. Rayshawn Carnegie.
Amanda Casamassa. Alexa Charlouse, assisted by Keandra Nicole Charlouse, class of 2024. Michelle Lee Ming Chu. Daniela Civetta. Juliana Marie McEwen, summa cum laude. Natalie Coffey. Courtney Marie Coffin. Madeline Cohen. Ronald Kevin Cole Jr. Madison Conklin, summa cum laude. Victoria Constantine, summa cum laude. Juliana Christine Katza, also marketing major, summa cum laude. Elvira Margarita Cummings. Brendan James Curtin, summa cum laude. Ella Marie Dahl, cum laude. Giovanna Azevedo de Oliveira. Emily Grace DeSatis. Luke Stephen DeMarco. Gabriella DeMonte. Catherine Elizabeth Dempsey, summa cum laude. Emma DePersis, also criminal justice major, summa cum laude, Silver Medal of Excellence in Psychology, Silver Medal of Excellence in Criminal Justice. Isabella Devine. Aubrey Allison Dilworth, magna cum laude. Madison Sophia Donnelly, cum laude. Lily Donovan. Sierra Jillian Doughty, summa cum laude. Sophia Nicole Elias. Noah John William Ellis. Francesca Rose Evangelista, summa cum laude. Angelica Falandis. Cheney Addison Fisher. Jaden Nicole Fletcher. Neil Patrick Flynn. Mia Nicole Federa. Thomas Joseph Foley. Violet Julia Foyer. Victoria Isabella Fusco, summa cum laude. Brendan Lawrence Gagner, summa cum laude, assisted by Michael Gagner, class of 1988. Casey Lynn Gagner, assisted by Michael Gagner, class of 1988. Abigail Christine Galasso. Fallon Elise Garrity, magna cum laude. Olivia Angela George, magna cum laude. Katie Ann Gleason. Sophia Elizabeth Green. Sam Ryan Gregory. Eva Louise Gulerio. Jack Patrick Guiney. Emma Catherine Haas, summa cum laude. Samuel Hall. Gianna Hammer, summa cum laude. Isabella McCurry Hanna. Giovanna Jatia Hart, also criminal justice major. Samantha Haley Hart, magna cum laude. Ava Elizabeth Henn, summa cum laude. Zoe Hillgruber Fernandez Pita, magna cum laude. Mary Kate Elizabeth Hoban. Madeline Noel Hodges, summa cum laude. Haley Talia Toms. Haley McKenna Hang. Sophia Lynn Iannelli, cum laude. Tyler Riley George Jameson, summa cum laude. Jenna Nicole Kilpatrick, magna cum laude. Victoria P. Cladis, magna cum laude, assisted by Elena Cladis, class of 2024. Thomas James Klein. Kylie Rose Kachansky. Alexandra Kozak, summa cum laude. Jessica Taylor Colmer. Maya Rose Krakowski. Allison Ray Landry. Nicolene Amelia LaPena. Kimberly Ann Lesko. Addison Grace Levy. Catherine Constance Rose Livia. Samantha Rose Lombardi, summa cum laude. Eric M. Lucido, magna cum laude. Samantha Rose Major. Colin Mallon. Haley Lauren Manzo. Emma Grace Marchesi. Alessia Susana Morrow. Dana Rochelle Maza. Sophia Giovanna Mazzella, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Alice Knapp, summa cum laude. Taylor Kim McCormick. Cameron Mary McDonald, cum laude. Kevin James McGinnis. Lindsay Marie Mills. Chelsea Hope Miraglia, cum laude, assisted by Madison Miraglia, class of 2025. Bridget Ann Mohan, also criminal justice major, magna cum laude. Chastity Elizabeth Monaghan, summa cum laude. Nohela Heliane Moniz, summa cum laude. Brandon Andrew Moore, also criminal justice major. Madison Bell Vincenza Moore, magna cum laude. Taylor Rose Moore. Madison Rose Muller, magna cum laude. J.C. Taryn Mullane, assisted, summa cum laude, assisted by Alyssa Mullane, class of 2022. Leslie Maria Morales Enriquez. Brian Lawrence Musco. Caitlin Maria Negron. Justine Nokai. Olivia Marie Nye. Grace Rosemary Olenek, magna cum laude. Samantha Ray O'Mara, magna cum laude. Alexia Gianna Pegnani. Evangelia Palazza. Isabella Grace Palamato, magna cum laude. Fernanda Giselle Perez Tello. Erin Helen Phillips, summa cum laude. Calvin Pineda. Christina Marie Poirier, also philosophy major, magna cum laude. Ashley Nicole Reyes. Caitlin Grace Ricciardi. Isabel Ray Ricks. Sarah June Rivera, also criminal justice major. Gianna Marie Rocco Collins. Paola Rodriguez. Sophia Grace Rogers, summa cum laude. Daniela Marie Rothwell. Christiana Sacchetti, magna cum laude. Malia Lila Sanders. Ori Marie Santiago. Dominic Scalera. Carissa Lauren Scannell, summa cum laude. Gianna Marie Scapelhorn. Grace Rose Schramm, summa cum laude. Molly Elizabeth Shea, magna cum laude. Molly Catherine Shore, magna cum laude. Madison Marie Silsher, cum laude. Maya Singh, assisted by Raj Singh, adjunct professor. Bryn Catherine Smith, summa cum laude. Layla Ali Sophine, cum laude. Isabel Loftus Sandoff. Hannah Marie Taggart, Leora Caroline Stiglitz, Madison Rose Thibault, Matthew John Strano, cum laude, Rebecca Grace Swanwick, Emerson Sage Tagliaferri, Rachella Rose Tanzi, Richard Matthew Tomasetti Jr., Ariana DeVoe Taveras, Claudia Nicole Trojanowski, Gabriella Velato, Casey Van Ness, Amy Varjan, magna cum laude, Sophia Ann Vergona, Lindsay Olivia Vasquera, summa cum laude, Lila Grace Vogel, Marissa Lee Voorhees, Lysandra Wallace, summa cum laude, Kendall Marie Werns, magna cum laude, Alexa Haley Westoff, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence, Ariana Mae Witten, magna cum laude, Ava Michaela Williams, magna cum laude, Kiera Florence Wood, Acacia Pimento Zanetti,
Bachelor of Arts in Social Work, Gianna Victoria Augusto. Beverly Harper Banerjee, magna cum laude. Skylar Chilednik, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence. Olivia Suzanne Klein, magna cum laude. Mariella Esperti, magna cum laude. Lily Madeline Forchetti. Daniela Nicole Gamma, summa cum laude, Silver Medal of Excellence. Mary Elizabeth Leanne Greider, summa cum laude. Sophia Julia Grosso, cum laude. Gianna Andre Luca, also psychology major, magna cum laude. Leah Faith Periscandala, summa cum laude. Amina Jane Shaban, magna cum laude. Charles Frederick Sterling V. Jessica Rose Tolino, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Sociology, Ella Rose Costantino, summa cum laude. Madison Taylor Dickinson, magna cum laude. Catherine Virginia Kowalski. Morgan Teresa Plitnick, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence. Bachelor of Arts in Theater Arts, Macy Nicole Cox, also psychology major, summa cum laude, Silver Medal of Excellence. Michelle Ann Cucci, also media arts major, summa cum laude. Victoria Cutelo, also music major, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence. Nora Eileen Delahanty, also strategic communication, PR, and advertising major, magna cum laude. Andrew Allen Gunnison, also media arts major, cum laude. Maggie Rue Ives, also psychology major. Connor James Nelson, also strategic communication, PR, and advertising major, magna cum laude. Erin Elizabeth Pellegrini, also media arts major, magna cum laude. Samantha Rotans. Sage Olivia Sperling, also English major, summa cum laude. Allison Patricia Weir, magna cum laude. Joshua Emmanuel Zepeda.
I now call upon Dr. Mel Horton, Dean of the Isabella Farrington College of Education and Human Development, who will present the candidates for the bachelor's degree of the college. Dr. Horton.
Last year, the Sacred Heart University community and the Isabel Farrington College of Education and Human Development lost Juliana J.J. Sanino. She would have been part of this celebration today. So we remember J.J. and honor the place she holds in our community as we celebrate this class. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies and Bachelor of Science in STEM from the Isabel Farrington College of Education, please rise. President Patillo, on behalf of the faculty of the Isabel Farrington College of Education and Human Development, I present the candidates for the aforementioned degree and respectfully recommend that such degree be conferred upon them.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Connecticut and the trustees of Sacred Heart University, I confer upon the candidates from the Isabel Farrington College of Education and Human Development the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. Congratulations.
Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies. Ariana Marai Aldman, magna cum laude. Ain Fiza Badami, magna cum laude. Anna Marie Faith Bartotsky. Julian Everett Becker, cum laude. Alexandra Benton, cum laude. Lindsay Ann Capobianco, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence. Alyssa Michelle Catalano. Allison Marie Clausi, summa cum laude. Charlotte Walker Kopp, magna cum laude. Kaya Mackenzie Cox, magna cum laude. Joanna Chaha, summa cum laude. Shannon Danote. Paula Maria Di Micheli. Amaya Beverly Falby, cum laude. Juliana Indy Fejo, cum laude. Carolyn Quinn Foley, summa cum laude. Amanda Julian Gentile, magna cum laude. Lillian Ann Graves. Victoria Danielle Grillo, summa cum laude. Emma Rose Genicel. Alyssa Marie Kenzie, magna cum laude. Ave Grace Kissel, summa cum laude. Eileen Marlee Klaus, summa cum laude. Molly Catherine Luchsinger, summa cum laude. Brianna Marie Lynch, magna cum laude. Catherine Marie McCabe, summa cum laude, assisted by Michael McCabe, class of 1977. Chelsea May McCarthy, magna cum laude. Miranda Lee McKinn, cum laude. Olivia Lynn Magnus, cum laude. Jessica Lynn Milinkoff, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Rose Mezdreski, summa cum laude, Silver Medal of Excellence. Brooke Catherine Milikowski, summa cum laude. Olivia Rachel Mitchell, magna cum laude. Dana Anna Napolitano. Cameron O'Hara, magna cum laude. Jessica Nicole O'Leary, summa cum laude. Marin Elizabeth O'Neill, summa cum laude. Deanna Nicole Palladino, summa cum laude. Margaret Jean Palma, summa cum laude. Victoria Mary Romano, cum laude. Megan Rose Shabbat, magna cum laude. Eileen Catherine Shablik, summa cum laude. Avery Taylor Shoemaker, cum laude. Abigail Margaret Schutz, cum laude. Devin Paige Shanahan, summa cum laude. Katie Lee Stockmal. Lindsay Taylor T., summa cum laude. Ryan Kaylee Tyler, magna cum laude. Madison Olivia Oliano, magna cum laude. Erin Colleen Wasilenko. Amelia Rose Wood, magna cum laude, assisted by Kelsey Wood, class of 2023. Anna Elizabeth Sumbuto, cum laude. Bachelor of Science in STEM. Jaylene Melissa Barbosa, summa cum laude, Silver Medal of Excellence. Lillian Elizabeth Weichert, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence.
Dr. Karen Daly, Dean of the Susan L. Davis and Richard J. Henley College of Nursing, will now present the candidates for the bachelor's degree of the college. Dr. Daly.
Good afternoon. Before we begin today, I would like to pause and remember Cyrenius Menard, who passed before he was able to begin his pioneer journey. But he would have been among this graduating class. We honor his memory. Thank you. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor in Science in Nursing from the Dr. Susan L. Davis and Richard J. Henley College of Nursing please rise? President Patillo, on behalf of the faculty of the Dr. Susan L. Davis and Richard J. Henley College of Nursing, I present these candidates for the aforementioned degree and respectfully recommend that such degrees be conferred upon them.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Connecticut and by the trustees of Sacred Heart University, I confer upon the candidates from the Davis Henley College of Nursing the degree of Bachelor of Science. Congratulations.
Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Marian Avatable, magna cum laude. Victoria Dominique Ruminel Mathot. Grace Catherine Adams, magna cum laude. Bridget Elizabeth Amon, magna cum laude. Isabella Rose Arison, magna cum laude. Rebecca Hope Avla, magna cum laude. Maya Nazli Azar, cum laude. Graciana Elizabeth Bach Famularo, cum laude. Lauren Ann Balek, cum laude. Amanda Caitlin Barber, cum laude. Victoria Marie Balizzi, cum laude. Isabella Angelina Blackwood. Abigail Borg, assisted by Caitlin Borg, class of 2023. Haley Catherine Bagrugadis Fayri, magna cum laude. Kayla Marie Bresnahan, magna cum laude. Emily Brown, summa cum laude. Danielle Teresa Bruce, magna cum laude. Vincent Anthony Borehi, magna cum laude. Stephanie Amber Burke. Erin Elizabeth Burnett, magna cum laude. Emily Grace Cachillo. Grace Susan Calabria. Samantha Marie Caldera. Gracie Miriam Calderon, magna cum laude. Olivia Monica Carlino. Nicole Maria Carbone, cum laude. Bridget Grace Carolyn. Samantha Ann Carrero, cum laude. Nicole Catherine Case, magna cum laude. Ella Marie Castellanos, magna cum laude. Sophia Hope Simino, magna cum laude. Ashley Victoria Cipolla. Matthew J. Coldonato. Carly Ann Coletti, summa cum laude. Juliana Collins, cum laude. Grace Rose Comer. Ava Loren Kosha. Sarah Elizabeth Cullen, cum laude. Megan Carolyn Crean, summa cum laude. Sophia Loren Dialio, cum laude. Julia Bess Danielson, magna cum laude. Allison May Danila, summa cum laude. Marianne Jenny Darling, summa cum laude. Emma Jean Davis, cum laude. Christopher Michael Delena, cum laude. Jillian Grace DeMeo, magna cum laude. Reagan Ann Darenthal, cum laude. Katie Rafaela De Souza, magna cum laude. Alyssa Marie Dominguez, magna cum laude. Emma Madeline Doran, summa cum laude. Paige Elizabeth Dreyfus. Lee Amy Evans. Brooke Meredith Fishman, cum laude. Megan Joy Foley. Madeline Ann Fontana, cum laude. Emma Rose Fowler. Maggie Fox, cum laude. Devin Patricia Franz. Samantha Renee Friedman, magna cum laude. Kylie Navaya Gallant, magna cum laude. Isabella Marion Gomes, magna cum laude. Rachel Carmen Gordon, summa cum laude, Silver Medal of Excellence. Giovanna Marie Greco, cum laude. Abby Lynn Groves. Grace Noel Gurley, magna cum laude. Andrea Elizabeth Haggerty, cum laude. Caitlin Lee Hurray, cum laude. Carly Angelina Hunzak. Emma Elizabeth Infantino. Gabrielle Roberta Jakowski, cum laude. Alexia Faith Jimenez, cum laude. Amy Lynn Johnston. Lauren Yvonne Kahn. Charlotte Sullivan Cadison, magna cum laude. Sarah Faith Kaplan, magna cum laude. Angelina Margaret Katarivanos, summa cum laude. Megan Bridget Kelly, magna cum laude. Emma Mary Kelly, magna cum laude. Heather Kelly. Elizabeth King. Katarina Olivia Carew, magna cum laude. Dylan Jacob Levanti. Haley Olivia Lurch, summa cum laude. Cindy Lopez. Natalie Margaret Lorenz. Savannah Lane Lovering. Marissa Gianna Lucenti, summa cum laude, Gold Medal of Excellence. Jordan Michelle Mayenza. Sydney Victoria Mayenza. Madeline Elizabeth Margiata, cum laude. Isabella Margi, cum laude. Victoria Martinez, cum laude. Amanda Martincat, assisted by John Martincat, class of 2023. Carolina Francisca Martins, magna cum laude. Samantha Francis Mayarshi. Lindsay McCabe, magna cum laude. Amanda Ann McCarthy, summa cum laude, assisted by Alexa McCarthy, class of 2023. Morgan Victoria McCrave, magna cum laude. Margaret Mary McMahon, cum laude. Abigail Christine McVicker, magna cum laude. Isabella Grace Miles, cum laude.
Alexa Renee Moore, magna cum laude. Lauren Alyssa Murphy, assisted by Caitlin Murphy, class of 2023. Joseph Patrick Myers. Mariana Marie Myers. Han Nguyen, magna cum laude. Haley Grace Nisbet, magna cum laude. Molly Ann Nygaard, cum laude. Isabel Mary O'Connell. Amelia Teresa O'Leary, cum laude. Emma Margaret Orlando, magna cum laude. Maggie Kathleen O'Rourke, magna cum laude. Cameron Roy Ottaviani, magna cum laude. Kylie Rose Pelliata, summa cum laude. Lauren Pasiglia. Jacqueline Ann Paz, cum laude. Catherine Marie Peter, magna cum laude. Gianna Sofia Pinzon, magna cum laude. Daniela Antonetta Pisano. Adriana Joyce Punklin. Hannah Stephanie Piper, magna cum laude. Marissa Bella Randazza, summa cum laude. Tatiana Rose Reo. Richard Franz Redler, assisted by Gwen Redler, Doctor of Nursing Practice 2023. Andrew Ronald Restino, assisted by Jacob Restino, class of 2022. Jordan Nicole Rice, cum laude. Madison Grace Riapel, magna cum laude. Sierra Rose Rivers. Olivia Rose Ronigan, magna cum laude. Lauren Amy Rosati, summa cum laude. Ava Katerina Russo, summa cum laude. Laura Jane Sackett. Olivia Lorraine Salveggi, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Marie Sanfilippo. Isabella Regina Sasso. Elizabeth Marie Sauber, magna cum laude. Haley Marine Scheider. Natalia Gio Schiappini, cum laude, assisted by Gia Schiappini, class of 2025. Abigail Lillian Scott. Sadie Catherine Skirtle, magna cum laude. Delaney Kara Shaw, cum laude. Sophia Rose Sai, summa cum laude. Dylan Robert Skeens. Caroline Bridget Smith. Sienna Catherine Spina, magna cum laude. Michaela Maureen Stanton. Brian A. Strauss, summa cum laude. Jillian Ann Surface. Anna Joan Teneglia. Kylie Rose Terdilkson, magna cum laude. Stephanie Hope Tarodi. Alexis Tomasello. Sophia Trenchina, summa cum laude. Mariana Vataj. Sophia Veni, cum laude. Olivia Rose Violo, summa cum laude. Brooke Dorothy Warner, magna cum laude. Michaela Marie Wells. Mary Honorin Whiddon, magna cum laude. Sophie Lavetti Wilt. Caroline Rose Retruba, magna cum laude. Ava Devin Yemens. Hannah Zong, summa cum laude. Tessa Jean Zuena.
Dr. Mark Beakey, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, will now present the candidates for the associate degrees of the college. Dr. Beakey.
Thank you. Will the candidate for the degree Associate in Arts in Liberal Arts from the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? All right. President Patillo, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, I present the candidate for the aforementioned degree and respectfully recommend that such degree be conferred upon the candidate.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Connecticut and the trustees of Sacred Heart University, I confer upon the candidate from the College of Arts and Sciences the degree of Associate of Arts. Congratulations.
Krista Elizabeth Porcaro.
That concludes the awarding of degrees. Congratulations to all our students on your accomplishments. You and your families and faculty members deserve a hearty round of applause. It is now my pleasure to introduce Gracie Patriaco, the Student Government Executive President, who will offer the student congratulations.
Good afternoon. Friends, faculty, family, staff, alumni, and distinguished guests, it is an honor to have you here today on such a bittersweet day. And to my fellow classmates, the class of 2026, congratulations, we made it. After a week of celebrating, a 10 a.m. graduation feels a little bit ambitious. But we're here, and I am so grateful to share this moment with you all. These past 4 years, we have laughed together, we have cried together, we've gone to class together, we've grown up together, and we did this all together. And now we are here today, one last time, together. To all the family and loved ones here today, thank you for the constant support you have shown us. Now that this chapter is closing, I think we graduates can now begin to realize and appreciate the quiet sacrifices that you have consistently made for us. The words of encouragement and love when times were tough, always picking up the phone no matter what time, and of course, the $20 you would slide to us when we needed it most. You supported us while still working full days and carrying your own burdens, so thank you for that. And to my own mom and dad, I would not be standing here today without the countless sacrifices, the unconditional love, and the support you have given me every single step of the way. I owe so much of who I am to you both. I also want to thank the faculty and staff who have dedicated their careers to providing us a space needed to grow into the bright young minds of America. Your guidance has shaped us in ways that we will carry far beyond this campus. I encourage everybody to take a moment today to thank the people around them who have supported you. Whether that be friends, faculty, or family, none of us got here alone, and we are nothing without human connection. Today, we close a chapter on such a significant part of our lives, 4 unforgettable years. It's as though we blinked and suddenly we are saying goodbye to the place that became our home. But if there's one positive aspect to closing a chapter this significant, it is the ability to reminisce, to look back and feel that warm feeling in your chest as you replay memories you would do just about anything to relive one more time. Yet woven into those memories were moments of fear and doubt. Take a moment to reflect on the times that you may have felt these things. Fear of starting over, joining a team or a club, taking a difficult course, moving away from home, or stepping into the unknown. Maybe it was the quiet fear that everyone else had everything figured out except you. These are monumental moments and feelings in your college career in which you had to make a decision for yourself. You can be complacent and avoid this feeling of discomfort at all costs, or you can embrace this disquiet and slowly become someone your past self wouldn't even recognize. I felt many of these things on my own journey, but looking back, the path of discomfort was one of the best decisions I have ever made. Moving 4 hours away from home allowed me to grow independently. I stepped completely outside of my comfort zone and joined organizations that I later became president of, and competed on club sports teams that made it to regional and national championships. I made unbreakable friendships and experienced the world during a semester in Italy, and challenged myself to learn Arabic, an experience which gave me an entirely new perspective on a culture and its people. I am sure we can all share similar stories of these pivotal moments when we felt this sense of fear and wanted to give up, and retreat back into our shells. But look around. Look where you are now. The person that you have become. The fears, the hesitations, and the skepticism have built foundations that will undoubtedly serve you well as you walk away from this university. I urge you to continue to bask in the feelings of discomfort as you start this new chapter of your life. When we are truly challenged, that is when we soar the highest. And before we go our separate ways, I'd like to leave you with one final thought. We are stepping into a world that can feel uncertain. And as I look around at all of you, I'm reminded that we each carry with us different dreams, different goals, different aspirations, but there are circumstances that have shaped us differently. Different backgrounds and childhoods, tragedies, triumphs, losses, and fears. These differences have formed us in ways no one else can really fully understand. We are not all dealt the same cards, and for those who are feeling hardships, who feel less stable, and to those whose backgrounds constantly have worked against them, I see you. And despite all of these differences, many of us still share similar dreams, to one day become a nurse, a lawyer, or the CEO of a company, to travel the world, or simply to make your family proud. We share the universal desire to make something meaningful of our time here on Earth, yet we are not all given the same opportunities and privileges to pursue them. Injustices remain ever present. So if you are lucky enough, if you have even the slightest capacity, I strongly encourage you to offer your voice to the voiceless. Lead with empathy. Love your neighbor. Stand for something bigger than yourself and be willing to fall for it. This world needs us, and we have the power to shape its future because we are the future. Do not take that power lightly. Class of 2026, we are saying goodbye to our favorite dining halls, the dorms where we grew up, the study spots that saw our hardest nights, and our best friends who made everything worth it. We are saying goodbye to our home. Do not forget this. Hold these memories close to your heart. Call your friends. Visit often. Sacred Heart will always have a place for us. Now I'm very excited to follow in the footsteps of previous classes and invite my fellow classmates to participate in a special shoe tradition. So class of 2026, please rise for the turning of the tassel. You can follow after me. Raise your right hand, grab your tassel, and now you can move your tassel from the right to the left. My deepest congratulations, class of 2026. Go build the life you have always dreamed of.
Thank you, Gracie. We would like to acknowledge the president of the SHU Alumni Association here with us today, Dan Romacheski. This year we begin a new tradition at commencement by inviting a graduate from the previous year to deliver the alumni congratulations. Please welcome the class of 2025, Leah Armstrong, to offer students congratulations and welcome them to their new role as alumni.
Dr. Patillo, Provost Larabina, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, honored guests, and most importantly, the class of 2026. I am truly humbled to stand before you today, representing the more than 60,000 pioneers who call Sacred Heart home. Just 1 year ago, tomorrow to be exact, I was sitting exactly where you are now. And in the time since, I can tell you in complete honesty, yes, it's all gonna be okay, and you should be so excited for what the future holds. Since graduating, my life has changed immensely, but the friendships and connections that I made here at Sacred Heart have only grown stronger. My first job has taken me to 12 college campuses across the country, from North Carolina to Tennessee to Texas, and if you're wondering, Sacred Heart has them all beat. I even moved to California for 4 months, and I was a little intimidated stepping into something so new, but it also showed me how much I was capable of. What grounded me through all of it were the values and experiences I gained at Sacred Heart. This community taught me how to adapt, how to connect with new people, and how to step into unfamiliar situations with confidence. Every experience that you've had here has shaped you, challenged you, and prepared you for what comes next. And looking out at all of you, I know that you're more than ready for what's ahead. And Sacred Heart is here to support you every step of the way. As an alumni, you have access to career and professional development services to support you wherever your journey takes you next. You can stay connected with your favorite pioneers through Pioneers Connect, and you can actually scan the QR code in the very back of your program to get you started with that one. And you can also join one of our 11 regional alumni chapters, which is super exciting. But the best part of all of this is that you can always come home, back to 5151 Park Ave. In fact, I invite you to join myself and your fellow pioneers for your very first homecoming weekend as alumni, taking place this November 6th and 7th. Wherever you go, class of 2026, go with your heart, but not just your heart, your Sacred Heart. Congratulations and welcome to your new role as Sacred Heart alumni.
Thank you, Leah. Please rise for the benediction, which will be offered by Father Emil Alabahin.
Class of 2026, today is a day of Thanksgiving, and it's also a day of sending forth. And so it's in this light that we offer the blessing. So I invite you to please bow your heads. And everyone else, if you would please join me in blessing, please take your hands and extend your hands over these brothers and sisters of ours as we ask for God to come down upon them. God of the journey, we give you thanks to you for our graduates, for the knowledge and scholarship gained through studies, for the relationships formed that are signs of your love for humanity, for the experiences, both successes and failures, that have helped them to mature and grow and learn more deeply what it means to be a sharer in the gifts, rights, and responsibilities of the human family. As they move into the next phase of their lives, we ask you to bless and inspire them so that using all that they have received here at Sacred Heart, they further your mission of striving for the common good and making this world a better place for all people. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Congratulations.
Thank you, Father Emil. Will the audience remain standing for the singing of the Alamada? This will conclude the Sacred Heart University 2026 commencement ceremony. Please remain standing in front of your chairs until the platform party and the faculty have processed from the floor. Thank you all for sharing this joyous occasion with our graduates as they now embark on the next chapter of their lives.